Yeah, welcome to this channel. Don't forget to like, to share, and also to subscribe to our channel. Senate President Godswill AKPABIO has joined global lawmakers at Interparliamentary Unit meeting, Athens, Greece. His first appearance at the global parliamentary body following Senator NATASHA petition against him. And the photos are there. After Natasha's IPU address, AKPABIO joins the global parliament meeting in Greece. AKPABIO's attendance comes about 3 months after Akpotiuduaghan's widely publicized address during an earlier IPU session in New York in March 2025, where she alleged that her 6-month suspension from the Nigerian Senate was politically motivated. She claimed the suspension followed the accusation of sexual harassment against AKPABIO. The Nigerian Senate, in response, dismissed her claim as misinformation, telling the international body that her her suspension was due to a breach of parliamentary rules and decorum, not retaliation. After a long silence on the issue, AKPABIO arrived on Friday night at the Akaya Olympian Andravida Military Airport, where he was received by Dr. Dionysia Theodora Avgerinopoulou, chair of the Parliamentary Committee on Environmental Protection and a member of the Hellenic Parliament. He was accompanied by Senators Ibrahim Dankwambo, Asuku Ekpeyon, and Titus Zam. The Nigerian delegation is expected to participate in high-level discussions focused on enhancing parliamentary cooperation on global issues, including climate change, sustainable development, and democratic governance. Well, the news is about the Senate president going to Interparliamentary Union. Remember that Akpotiuduaghan had already petitioned the union and explained herself before, them because of what the Senate in Nigeria has done to challenge her suspension from the Senate. Her belief is that she was unjustly suspended, and then the reason is behind the fact that she made a sexual harassment allegation against the Senate president. And the Senate president came out, or the spokesperson of the House of Senate had to come out to say that she was not dismissed or suspended as a result of what she has said earlier, allegation of sexual harassment, but instead she emotionally violated the standard rules of the Senate. And because of the fact that the Senate has its own rules and regulations, the acts had to come on her, and which led into her suspension. But up till now, Natasha has been fighting tooth and nail against the fact that she wasn't allowed to enjoy the privilege of a senator in terms of the emoluments and the money and everything that goes along with it. And Akpabio's attendance had to come 3 months after Natasha had widely publicly addressed the IPU earlier in New York in a session. So, where she alleged that a 6-month suspension from Nigeria Senate was politically motivated. What Natasha is saying right now is that the suspension was due to vendetta because she confronted the Senate president even before now. But the Senate is insisting that that wasn't the reason for her suspension. Of course, they have their rule. If Natasha felt that she didn't violate the rule, she can decide to sue the whole Senate to court or the Senate president. But as long as the situation is concerned, all her colleagues in the Senate believe that she has violated the Senate rules and regulations, and therefore she has to pay dearly for it. But be it as it may, of course, Natasha is a fighter. He decided to also seek public sympathy, and they are asking Akpabio to come forth even for questioning in some media space. But of course, he refused to respond, and as a result of that, the issue is dying little by little. Then Natasha had to go to court again in Nigeria in order to seek redress on the matter. And also, as the case is still going on, there is nothing anybody can do about it. But for AKPABIO, of course, the write-up said that after a long silence on their issue, he arrived on Friday night at this military airport. Then he was received by the chair of the Parliamentary Committee on Environmental Protection and a member of the Hellenic Parliament. That's Dr. Dionisia Theodora Avgerinopoulou. Those are some of the things that, we're reading to us today. And of course, the Nigerian Senate did not go alone. The president of the Senate also went with some other senators like Ibrahim Dankwambo, Asoko Ekpeyo, and Titus Zam. I think they will be able to learn new things when it comes to parliamentary issues and also trying to bring up, rules and regulations and laws. Nigerian delegation is expected even to participate in the high-level discussion focused on enhancing parliamentary cooperation on global issues. Of course, it's expected that they should contribute, robustly as they are in that country, even for the International Parliamentary Union Congress, whatever they want to do. And they must also contribute to the issue of climate change and then sustainable development and economic or democratic governance. Very, very important as Mr. Senate President has gone, you don't see it as a largesse where they should go and relax and enjoy the hard-earned taxpayers' money that is used to fund you people. But you are supposed to go there and you also come back to Nigeria to come and practice all the new things that you have learned so that the nation can also move forward. And also, I want to be of the opinion that an Akpabio is a man, he can put out the fire that NATASHA has already ignited, irrespective of the situation, he can always pull down the fire because he is the Senate president. Of course, he has a lot to do and he needs to, be true to what the position given to him, especially before his people. And also, as long as all those things they are going to learn is going to benefit Nigeria, they should bring it back and let us work on it. This, to a large extent, will help our country to move forward. And also, it can still work on trying to talk to Natasha, reach out to her to withdraw the cases in court and then settle all the matter amicably. Well, yeah, so, crossing our fingers to see when that will happen. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you like and please share.